Well, good morning, guys. It is gonna be a scorcher. I am trying to get this bus ready to take out for a test drive today, pulling the PT Cruiser. I just gotta top it off with antifreeze. I gotta adjust a couple of things on the suspension, and then let's hook up the car and make sure everything's working and then take it down the road. So hopefully everything goes good because we only got 2 days until our trip.
It kind of looks like the bus was in an accident. The bus is leaning. JD is fixing the suspension, I guess.
Trying to adjust the suspension on this thing, and look at the size of this wrench that I gotta use right here. So I'd have that with about a 2-foot extension and my 8-pound sledgehammer, and they're finally moving the suspension. There's this giant nut right up here on the end. I had to crack loose. That probably hasn't been moved in about 30 some odd years. So now it's moving.
He's driving.
Oh, vroom, vroom.
Yep, that's how you shift.
Shift gears.
Good job, good job. Soon.
Working on getting the air installed
That-
for the brake.
That air hose puts air in the brake master to brake the car when we brake on the bus, right?
Hopefully not brake the car.
Apply pressure to the brake.
There we go.
I am getting in on the action of getting the bus ready for our trip. JD's still working on getting the tow package hooked up in the car. I don't understand how it works, but I do sort of understand wiring. So he gave me a little 2-minute lesson on how to get the wiring all set up to install lights in the marquee. So when we're driving down the road and when we're parked at night, we can turn the lights on up here in the marquee and you can see that it says the Renegade. So I've got my connectors, I got my wires, more connectors, my LED lights. Let's get at it, people. This is our wiring mess. Right here is a wire that was already in here, already hot. I don't know what it goes to or where it goes, but JD said we could tie into it. So I cut it and I added a connector, and then this is our wire that's going to go to the lights. And I added this fancy switch. We're gonna have to mount it, but for now it's just gonna hang out. All goes back in through here. Haven't mounted my lights yet, so I've got my cords coming out from over there, and I've got them hooked to my lights. Hopefully it's all wired right, and when I push the switch, they're gonna turn on. Woo! I did it right! I'm so excited! This is awesome. For once, I did something electrical in the bus. I just gotta mount them in there. The lights are installed. They're pointing towards the back of this, so this is painted white. I did that last summer. And then I'll close it, and it should illuminate the whole thing. Whoa, look at it's moving. Daddy's pushing the brakes, and it's pushing the brake in the car. Looks like he's doing the walk around.
Yes, that was a tiny fishing boat with an American flag and a barbecue grill in it. I think we live up in the sticks. So we have 1 day left to get this bus ready for our trip coming up. I am freaking out right now. I don't know if we can get all this stuff done. Yesterday we were all ready for our test drive, got the bus started, all the air pressure built up, ready to go. I hop in the driver's seat and I find out that this mirror is broken. It was just flopping around. It wasn't staying in position at all. I can't drive this without a mirror. I can't back out of our driveway without this mirror. So we had to call off the test drive, had to epoxy it, the repair job I did right there. Got that finished up, let it dry overnight. Hopefully today everything goes smooth and we're able to actually test drive this bus. Hopping in here to fire this dog up. Neutral, key on, everything's firing up. Looking pretty good. Let's start it. And she's purring like a kitten. Yeah. I love that sound, and this thing fires up fast. Oil pressure's sitting good. Gas gauge says that we're at about 1/4 of a tank, although it does not work. We're actually just going out on a test drive right now.
Maverick, can you wave? Wave, Maverick.
Nice having a mirror I can see out of. Look, there goes another bus!
To the other bus. I don't know that you thought. Woohoo!
Wow! I feel like we're a rocket.
This is not a rocket. Is it going way better?
Oh yeah! 10 times better. Dude, we're already up to 30! Yeah!
It normally takes to get up.
A lot longer than this. We're up to 50!
Gibson, wave!
We're going fast!
Woohoo!
And we made it home. Dude, this thing is like driving a rocket now. I love it. Well, good morning. It is the day before we take off on our trip, and we have just a ton of stuff to still finish up on this bus. Here, let me show you how much of a disaster it is inside. Check it out. It's just a horrible disaster right now that I've got to pick up. I've been trying to wire in this backup cam right here proven to be way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I started diving into some of the wiring. It needed a whole lot of help. It still does need a whole lot of help trying to get that fixed up, cleaned up. Still some mechanical stuff we got to get done. Got to grease up the brakes, repair a leak in one of our brake lines to the tag axle, install the mustache on the back of the bus, the rock guard, so that we don't damage the PT Cruiser, gather the tools that we're going to be taking on the trip, organize the underbay, because that's an absolute disaster. I think that's about it actually for up here. We still have to actually test towing the PT Cruiser. I hope that goes good, because if that doesn't, we might not have time to actually take the PT Cruiser if there's any problems with it. I'm a little nervous. There's a storm blowing in. Look at the water and trees. Oof, I gotta close up the boathouse here. So I've spent all day today, it feels like, working on this backup camera. It has just been the biggest headache to actually get working, but it's finally working now. Leah's been cleaning all day, wrapping up a few more loose end projects. We ran out of time to test towing the PT Cruiser, and honestly, like I would not tow it without that backup camera because I want to have eyes on that car while we're towing it. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until we take off tomorrow. We'll hook it up, hope and pray that everything works the way it should, because if it doesn't, I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, hopefully it works.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode. A huge thank you to our Patreon family. If you'd like to join, check out the link below.
We like having fun.
So we give away a sticker at the end of every episode to whoever has the most creative comment to our question of the week. Do you prefer to go on vacation with your kids or without? And why?
Let's get this vacation started.
So we just had a little bit of a disaster.
We'll see you next week.
Okay, let him have one and then you can have one. Have a snack and then you have to give it to Gibson. Okay, now you have some. We're learning to share.